Hey guys, Makarand Utpat here, Mac Utpat. Welcome to today's session. So today I'm going to talk about 10 valuable tips in terms of getting your digital marketing efforts started on the right footings. So in my last video, I talked about the importance of identifying marketing trifecta. If you're a individual with your own company, small business owner, or if you're an organization, it is very critical that you identify the marketing trifecta known as the three big M's: market, message, and medium. So today I will go a little deeper into that. So before I get into that, just one very quick point. So as you know, with the advent of web, social media, and internet, it has completely transformed the way we can target our consumers, buyers, by going into the nitty-gritty details. So it used to be that the old rules of advertising, where you used to target masses and masses, and you did not know for sure whether you are getting more bang for the buck in terms of the ROI or not. But the advent of internet media, internet marketing has completely transformed the way you can generate and create more effective marketing campaigns. So number one, I'll start with is identifying your customer personas, customer avatars, or identifying your target marketplace. And it gets into knowing your customers' demographics, psychographics, in terms of their age, salary, geography, understanding their goals, problems, pains, frustrations, pain points, and knowing your customers as much as you can. So try to come up with at least a couple of different variations of these personas that will essentially effectively allow you to target and create your messages appropriately. So that's number one. Number two is about deploying the power of specificity. You do not want to be marketing to the masses unless you are in the business of selling colas, burgers, shampoos, detergents, so on and so forth. So it is in your best interest to have a specific strategy. It is okay to filter certain bad fits that may not be applicable or legit for your business. So that's my number two. Number one is customer avatars. Number two is a power of specificity. Number three is creating meaningful messages. And it basically boils down to, once you know who your target customer is all about, you can come up with targeted messages to go after those customers. So that's why it is very important that you identify your market before message or before even medium first. Number four is respect the medium. And what I mean by that is, with the advent of social media, there is practically a big explosion of variety of different social media channels: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, Tumblr, Medium.com, you name it. There is a plethora of variety of different channels being created. So you might feel like having a tendency to have a presence in all of your channels. But I think the key thing is that there are two approaches you can take here. One is just get good at one or two channels that you feel comfortable with, and then come up with your marketing strategy. The other way is to look at is basically, when you are on these different channels, different social media, each channel has its own characteristics. So for example, Twitter is all about crispness and conciseness of message delivery. Instagram is all about photo sharing, quality photo sharing. Facebook offers you much more wider and flexible options in terms of targeting your message. Medium.com is all about blogging, same with the Tumblr. You get the idea. So that's my number 4. Number 5 is do not underestimate the value of traditional media. So as I said earlier, even though the old rules of marketing have been changed, it is very likely that in some cases, for many businesses, the traditional media, the traditional marketing channel like direct marketing, direct mailing, print media, TV, radio ads, they may be still valid. So just because there is a new shiny objects coming in the form of different social media channels, we don't have to abandon the traditional marketing channels. If that works for you, that's great. Think about then how you can mix and match the traditional with the social media. So that's my number 5. Number 6, about avoiding the temptation to go after the medium first. So this is what my analogy about the shiny objects is. Just because there is a plethora of channels available to us at our disposal, is perfectly legit strategy. But before that, just make sure that you have identified your market, your customer avatars and customer personas correctly, and then you can jump onto the medium. So that's my number 6. Number 7 is all about it is not about you. And what I mean by that is, rather than touting or talking about your product features, think about from your consumer's perspective. What is that they are looking for in terms of what kind of benefits your product or your service is able to offer to them, and then accordingly it will help you sell your product features down the road, if that is the case. So that's my number 7. Number 8 is about go to the channels or go to the mediums where your target customers are interacting, engaging. So that is also a very crucial point. Rather than haphazardly staying on certain channels, try to understand, try to analyze your market in terms of which channels they are feeling comfortable with. If they are on the Facebook, then you should be on the Facebook. If they are on the Instagram, then you should try to tailor your strategy to come on the Instagram. You get the point, right? Number 9 is all about gratification, providing value, and in the form of if you have a website, you can think about creative techniques like creating blogs, having the how-to sheets, how-to cheat sheets, understanding what are the customers' pain points, problems, frustrations, and how you as a solution provider can speak to that in the form of cheat sheets, testimonials, blogging, so on and so forth. And then finally, 10th point is all about conversion in terms of you need to think about conversion strategies, having a robust conversion strategies to convert your leads or prospects into customers, converting your customers into brand ambassadors. And you can think about strategies like providing testimonials, video testimonials. You can think about having a good lead magnet squeeze page that will attract the potential customers to your website. And then there is no guarantee that even though the prospect ends up subscribing to your blogs or subscribing to your email, he's going to become your customers. So you need to have some kind of a robust strategy in the form of auto email responders. Traditionally speaking, it takes at least 6 to 7 tries or even 8 tries for prospect to become a customer. So you need to have a dedicated back-end email marketing strategy whereby you can keep on providing continuous value that speaks to your customers' problems, pain points. So when the timing is right, you will be the first one that they will think about, because you have established yourself as a go-to expert. They will be the first one who will be coming to you. So those are my 10 points. So let me just repeat that one more time, starting from top to beginning. Number one is identifying customer avatars in terms of their demographics, psychographics. Number two is all about deploying or believing in the power of specificity. Number three is about creating meaningful messages targeted towards appropriate market segments: millennials, conservatives, high-end, wealthy people. So you need to kind of craft your messages accordingly. That's number three. Number four is all about respecting the medium in terms of its own strengths, limitations, and characteristics. Number five is about not underestimating the power of traditional media. Number six is about avoiding the temptation of jumping onto your brand message or jumping onto your medium first. The first and foremost, you need to have your marketplace identified correctly, and then you can move on to the message and media. Number seven is all about, it is not about you. It is all about customers trying to fulfill and trying to speak to their problems, pain points, frustrations, and providing them the value through your products and services. So rather than talking about the benefit, other than talking about your product's features. That's very important. Number eight is about go to the channels where your target customers are interacting, engaging. That is where you can establish some kind of presence. Eventually, you can establish some kind of trust as a part of your continuous interaction. Number nine is all about gratification through providing massive value in the form of blogs, how-to sheets, cheat sheets that speaks to their problems, pain points, frustrations. And then last but not the least, number 10 is all about having a robust conversion strategy in the form of lead magnets, squeeze pages, providing video testimonials, providing dedicated call to action. So those are my 10 points in a nutshell. If you like what you heard, feel free to comment below. I would love to interact with you. Also, feel free to visit my website www.makarandutpat.com, where I'm talking about different challenges, different solutions in the field of digital marketing. Again, that website is www.makarandutpat.com. To your success with gratitude. Have a great day. Thank you.